Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. It has been a while. It's finally spring here, and I thought that I would take the evening to get some spring things planted in what I am deeming my spring bed. First things first, I have a poppy. It's after work, so I thought I would have something just to take the edge off, if you will. It is so good. Today I'm drinking the orange one. No, but I thought I would come and make a springtime garden bed. I have here some sweet pea seeds that are soaking, like sweet sugar snap peas to eat. I've got carrot seeds. I've got a butter crunch lettuce that I thought I would plant out today. And then I've also got some onion sets that I'm going to plant. There seems to be a ton of different onion sets here. I got these up at our local hardware store, so I thought I would just plant the bigger ones, and I don't think this amount of onion sets would take up like an entire bed, and I just don't have the garden space for that, nor the need for that many onions, so I thought I would just eyeball however many I want to put in, and then we can go from there. Before I forget to show this later on, I wanted to mention this is the t-shirt that my dad got for me for Christmas. It says, I just want to grow in my garden and hang out with my dogs, which is so sweet. So it has Miklo, Mia, and me, which is so perfect and fitting. So here's what I have going on closer up. These are the sweet sugar snap pea seeds that I've been soaking. I don't know if you're supposed to soak them, but I did. I just thought it felt hard, kind of like a sweet pea flower does, and I know that you're supposed to soak sweet pea flower seeds, so I thought maybe it's the same. So I soaked them. Hopefully that works. The variety of carrot that I'm going to put in is Danvers 126. I actually have some carrots that they didn't necessarily overwinter. I'm sure that they're like nasty now. They've been in the ground. I planted them pretty late in the season last year, and so I'll need to pull those up as well. I don't think I'm going to put the carrots in the same spot though. I'm going to put it over in this bed. In addition, I've also got butter crunch lettuce. This is from Wyatt Corrals, a local seed company. And then the onion sets are, this is like a Georgia sweet onion, I think. These are from, like I said, the local hardware store, and it's a Body Plants variety. Shout out to Bonnie, my mom. So yeah, first things first, I got to get the bed all prepped and ready to go. I never really I did clean it out last winter, but I need to get it prepped some more. I also have a kohlrabi that still somehow made it over the winter. I'm going to leave it in the ground and just see what happens. I don't know. I feel like it has some fresh green growth on it. Here, I'll show you. All right, here it is. I feel like it has some green growth on it. Like I said, I'm going to leave it and kind of see what happens. The variety, I got this as a plant start also from the hardware store. It's called Winter Kohlrabi. I would like to keep it and I don't know, test it out. I'm sure it won't be a great quality because it's been out in the winter. So this is the bed that I'm going to get prepped. Alright, so that was pretty simple. I guess I'm going to start with lettuce on this end. My method for sowing is like a little bit chaotic, but I just come back through and thin out the lettuce once it starts to sprout and I feel like it's too dense. I think to start with, I'll do like a little row, and I'll shake everything into the row. I think that sounds good enough. Big chunk of clay. Do you guys have clay in your soil where you're at? We have such bad clay here in North Carolina. It's kind of aggravating. It really gets in the way. I'm gonna do like 2.5 rows of lettuce. It's just my husband and I, and my parents when they want to take it, so we don't really need too much. Just gonna give it a little sprinkle. Oh, it was a little heavy-handed. Yay! Check. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna plant the carrots. I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make maybe a section instead of rows and just give it a little sprinkle and see what happens. I'm sure you guys are noticing a theme with my gardening. I just put it into the ground and see what happens. I think the last row of lettuce ended here at this little seedling, so let's see. This says, sow in deep, well-worked, stone-free soil after danger of heavy frost. Sow seeds thinly in rows 12 inches apart. Well, cover with fine soil, firm lightly, and keep evenly moist. Don't transplant as crooked roots may result. I think we can swing that. We're definitely not free of rocks, but it's fine, right? I think we will follow the little guidance for putting it in a row though. That feels like a good idea. Okay, next up, the most fun one that we have today, the sugar snap peas. However, I have spilled them all over the ground. So first we pick them up and then we plant. What a mess. I almost did it again. We might have some stragglers, but this is good enough. This is where I'm gonna plant the sweet peas. This is right below my big arch trellises. I've got one on this set of the dual beds, and then I've got another set on the other beds. I don't know how far I'm supposed to plant these out, but we'll figure it out. Ugh, there's another log here. Oh my gosh. See what I mean? It's so, like, I wouldn't recommend doing this. I feel like it's so restrictive, especially in a bed this shallow anyway. I'm just gonna use my hand and do like a hand length away. I feel like that's spaced out enough, right? So 4 plants per side. That might even be tight. 2, 3, 4. Vamos a ver. Check. 1, 2, 3. 4. I guess because I have the seeds already soaking, I'll put some in between where I just planted everything too. just in case something doesn't sprout. I've already got them soaking, so like, why not? I'm gonna do the same here that I just did on that other side. I'm gonna put them like in between where I think I put the other ones. I can kind of see still. Okay, friends, it's a few minutes later. My phone died, so had to go and charge it and reset up the filming contraptions, and now here we are. So I'm sorry that this wasn't on video, but I had to go ahead and get the onions laid out because I only have so much time to do this. So I have dug some trenches here. I put 6 onions in each of the full-length trenches, and then in this one I just put 4 onions. The onion sets are pretty small. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see. And so I think they'll grow pretty good. I chose the biggest ones for the garden bed in hopes that they'll really take off. And so, yeah, I figured I would just get going from here. I've had pretty good luck with these onions in the past. One summer I planted them, they grew, they bulbed up pretty well, but I don't know if I can't remember if I must not have pulled them on time that year because they didn't like preserve very well. I ended up having to like use them pretty quickly. But the onion sets have worked well for me in the past. I'm just not at a point where I can grow them from seed. But I guess I could. I guess I don't really desire to grow it from seed. It's just not, I don't know. I would rather grow other like cool things from seed instead of this. It feels really good to get out here and do this today. I had a little bit of a hard day at work, so I know that I needed to just get out here and enjoy the weather. Enjoy something that I enjoy doing. My little kohlrabi over here is so cute. I can't believe it lasted all winter. Seems like it would have rotted. Because I didn't have a cover or anything on this. It was just literally like out in the open. Which is crazy because we got a lot of snow this year. We had like one of our biggest snowstorms. We got like, I think Eric recorded like 11 inches of snow, which is like unheard of for this area. All right, and just like that, we have a planted springtime bed. We've got, what did I put over here? Lettuce, followed by that section of carrots, followed by all of the onions here, and then we also have our sweet peas on both sides of that trellis. All right, so now for the most relaxing part. Gotta water all of this in. Ooh, we got a new water hose, so I gotta see what's up here. Oh, I don't like that one. This is the one. So while I'm doing this, I'll reflect on last year's garden while I have a moment. Last year's garden went really good. I would say the most prolific thing was what we had on the trellises, the loofah sponge. I had a lot of fun growing that. I think in total, I got like 90 sponges, 87 sponges, something like that. I'd have to go back to my note and count, but it was around that. Honestly, it was too many. I had no idea. I had no idea that a plant would produce so prolifically, and at the same time, I kind of enjoyed it being so extra. Another thing was the marigolds. The marigolds were also really prolific, and I'm sort of a new gardener. I did not realize how, I want to say invasive. I guess it's not really invasive though. It was just like they just kind of overtook the garden. I'm kind of interested to see how many like naturally sprout up next year. Or this year rather. I'm sure that a lot will. I don't think I'll do as many marigolds, but I might still do them like maybe one or two at the end of the beds. So yeah, that was another thing that was really prolific. The tomatoes last year didn't do well at all. I think I just neglected watering, which is not a surprise to me. And so I want to be sure that I do that a lot differently, especially with the cherry tomatoes. I'm finding that, well, the cherry tomatoes, like for fresh eating, and then I really enjoy growing those big purple Cherokee tomatoes too for slicing, like to have on my sandwich, or just like to have a slice or two of tomato with dinner. I really, really like that. So I want to focus on doing that instead of like Roma tomatoes this year. And I think I might just buy the plant starts from the hardware store instead of trying to seed them, which I should have already seeded them at this point anyway, so it's a good thing that I want that to be my plan. I have already started the seeds for this spring's garden. Some of the ones that I'm extra excited about are lupin. I've already started lupin and they're coming up really nicely. It's already starting to form, not the true leaves, but the leaves that come after that, like the leaves that have the 5 like spines on them. It's already starting to form those, which I'm really, really excited about. I'm really proud of myself for doing that. I also started a few like more perennial kind of things, black-eyed Susan or rudbeckia, however you say it. Lavender, because my lavender plant died last year. Rosemary, what's some other stuff? The lupin, of course. I also have some echinacea that's cold chilling in the fridge right now, and then I also have some columbine that's doing its cold chill in the fridge right now. I probably need to take them out, but I haven't yet. There's some other things that I would like to start from seed. That's kind of just the first wave of things. I'm a little bit behind this year timeline-wise, but I think it'll be okay because we're actually going to Europe this spring. And so during the time that I typically would be planning out the garden, we'll be in Europe. And so it's fine that things are a little bit behind because that will make it so that my mom and dad have less to take care of. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me as I plant this springtime garden bed. It feels so nice to be outside and it's warm, hear the birds, relax after a long day's work, and do something that I enjoy. Trying to do more of that this year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!